Nestle's $100,000 bar. What a crunchy, chewy bar you are. Hey everybody, it's Foodie Friday, and I have been studying the theme song for the $100,000 bar, now known as the 100 Grand. Who knew that one candy bar had such a rich history? But I'm going to talk with you about it now, and I'm going to sing you two different theme songs from commercials for the $100,000 bar, as it was known in 1979 and 1983. Then it changed to the 100 Grand. All right. First, I want to tell you that at the end of this video, we're going to be spinning the wheel for the winner of the prize for the first Foodie Friday, which was last week when we taste tested the Snickers bar and the $100,000 bar, and you all have voted on it all week. So I'm going to announce the winner, which candy bar won, and I'm telling you what, people were very confident about their choices and very clear about what they liked. So it's awesome, and we're going to pick a winner. We got a new wheel. Aaron set it up, and it's awesome. So for now, I want to talk about the theme song of the $100,000 bar. I didn't even look up to see if Snickers had one because I've never heard one. Have you, Aaron? You didn't think you did. Like, they probably do. I mean, they probably do. But I ain't singing it today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the 1979 version of the $100,000 bar commercial. And when I watched it on YouTube, it all came back to me. Like, there are these kids walking through the park, like pulling the candy bar out of their mouth and the caramel stretching. There are adults walking through, and it's very multiracial, which is awesome. 1979, right? Like, I'm thinking of like Sesame Street, and also somebody was smoking the ganj when they made this commercial, because it's like they're so like laid back in it. They're highly skilled, like you can hear it in the music, but they're totally like, whoever was directing was like, man, my guys, just keep it down nice and easy. So there's a distinct difference between these two commercials, between the production style. I'll do it as best as I can do on my guitar, but I cannot make the second one sound like Love Boat, which is what it sounds like. So this is the first one, the 1979. I'm going to point out a couple things. First of all, in this song, the singers, they got backup singers, it's awesome. But in it, they say Nestle's $100,000 bar. Nestle's. You can distinctly hear the S, right? Like belonging to Nestle, the company. These are the weird things that I find in songs. Like, I'm like, huh. So that's one, Nestle's. The second thing is that they say caramel. Where I grew up, we said caramel. I'm just going to guess, Aaron, that you guys said caramel, right? Of course. Like, our family were playing Don't Break the Ice and Ants in the Pants, and Aaron's family was playing Author. So if that tells you anything, it says it all. So they say caramel in the 1979 commercial. Okay, I'm going to play it for you. Remember, somebody was on the ganj. Okay, here we go. Imagine people walking through the park. I'm also going to do the voiceover, the guy talking about the candy bar, because they all do, and they show you the candy bar, and they like stretch it, and they tell you what's in it. This one, they even had it like the cauldron. I think this one had the cauldron with the Crispies being dumped in. Remember, we were talking about like, where are the peanuts in this thing? And then Julia's like, they have peanuts in the factory, so they have to tell you there's peanuts. Aaron and I were like, I think they're in there, but they're smaller. They were crunchies. All right, we got that cleared up. Here we go. This is the 1979 version theme song of the beautiful $100,000 bar. Here we go. Caramel, chewy, chewy caramel, extra rich in caramel, Nestle's $100,000 bar. Chewy, chewy caramel, combined with lots of toasted crunchies and a rich chocolatey taste. If you love caramel, this is your caramel bar. Nestle's $100,000 bar. See what I'm saying? And you should hear, like, in the background, they're like, I think they're like clicking. They're like, chick, 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 chick. Oh, it's so laid back. That's the 1979 version of one of our candy bar choices from Foodie Friday, the 100 Grand, once known as the $100,000 bar. Okay, so then comes 1983, and they flip out, and they do like this totally orchestrated version of the song. It's a girl named Susan. How I know this is that her little brother comes to her door of her room where she's hanging out, and he's like, Susan! She opens the door. She's super nice to him. Like, basically, most of us would have been like, get the hell out. Get away from my door. She lets him in, and then she like gives him a bite of the candy bar. And he's like, so like, this little blonde kid. And then she shuts the door. He walks away like happily because he's chewing the candy bar. Then she lays down on her bed like you do to eat your candy bar. And her phone rings, and she picks it up, and she starts singing the chorus of the song into her phone. I don't know who was calling. Probably Robbie. So this is the 1983 version of the $100,000 bar theme song. All right, get ready. It's what I started today with. All right. She's very happy singing it too. Nestle's $100,000 bar. What a crunchy, chewy bar you are, Susan. That's when he comes in. You taste so crunchy and you're gooey. Your caramel so chewy. And then the band continues on. And what they do is they modulate to a new key, like Barry Manilow. They totally Manilowed us on this commercial. So she's laying on her bed, she's chewing her candy bar, her phone rings, and the guy's like, Nestle $100,000 bar, crunchy chocolate, and chewy caramel. It's one bar with both. Nestle's $100,000 bar, what a crunchy, chewy bar you are. Yeah! So those are the two theme songs for the $100,000 bar. And I don't know how I just sung it. Did I say caramel? Okay, I did say caramel. That's what they did in that commercial. They changed caramel to caramel. So I don't know if they were trying to appeal to a different audience, but they said caramel, and they said, I think I said Nestle's, but in this commercial they said Nestle $100,000 bar. So all I could do is like picture the owner of Nestle like coming in later like, you're supposed to say Nestle's, or maybe she did it just right. God knows. But they had a full-on band for this one. Get on YouTube if you want to and watch these videos because they are hilarious. But they're also awesome. Like, they're really talented people doing it. So that's it for the $100,000 bar, now known as the 100 grand, which was up against the Snickers bar. What I say is, if you get joy from your candy bar, I don't care what you like, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. So the winner is the Snickers bar. People were very passionate if they liked the 100 grand, which I loved. And I also found it interesting that we talked about the caramel, Aaron. Like, Aaron was like, it gets stuck in my teeth. And I'm like, I like that chunk of caramel. If you look back in the video below, the first video on this channel, you'll see that we talked about the caramel. And that's what they focused on in these commercials. So kudos to the writers. Yes. All right. We're going to roll. We're going to spin the wheel. Everybody's in the wheel. Like, not just the people who voted for Snickers. We can't leave anybody out. So we're going to roll. We're going to spin the wheel, and the winner's going to be announced. Watch this, Aaron. Take it away, baby. She's my Vanna. So Jackie, you're the winner, and I think you said Snickers, but you got to let me know. I have your address. Let me know because I'm sending you a bag of your candy, either the 100 grand or the Snickers I'm sending you. This is Foodie Friday. I'm singer-songwriter Andy DeShant. You are a dream maker. I'm so happy you're here. Happy Friday. Have a great night. I want to let you know next week on Foodie Friday, I'm going to be cooking a recipe. We'll see how that goes, but this is what I'd like you to do. I want you to send in your favorite recipe for a dessert. And don't get too crazy because I will not do it if it's too crazy, but I'm kind of good at it, making things. So send your favorite recipe, your recipe for your favorite dessert, and I'm going to pick one to cook, all right? It's Foodie Friday. I'm singer-songwriter Annie DeShant. So happy you were here. I'll see you on Monday. Woo! Nestle's $100,000 bar.